You ever have one of those things where you're just like, I need to get around to that at some point. But then like 5 years go by and you're still not done it. Well, getting onto the YouTube partnership program is one of those things for me. There's just something nice and validating about being paid, even if it's a really, really tiny amount for the stuff that you put out on the internet. So, getting back into the YouTube partner program is what I'm going to be doing this year. And this time, I have a plan. I had this really fun idea for this video that I'd be like, I say really fun idea. I had this really fun idea that I'd be drinking coffee. Whenever I do a video and I don't have something in my hands, I get all like jittery, but I didn't think about how I'm going to be holding this microphone for the whole video because I want the sound quality to be decent. And I don't have a little lav mic, so I'm going to be holding this. How am I going to be holding the coffee as well? Matthew, you fool. And now there's a like 30-second long section where I'm just facing away from the camera, trying to make myself a cup of coffee with only one hand. And that is something I'm going to have to deal with in editing. I'm back. I've got my coffee. Was it worth it? It looks so dark on camera. It doesn't look that dark to me. If you are new here, welcome. My name's Matthew. I am a filmmaker based in Bristol in the UK. I don't really know what we talk about on this channel. I try to make it like the language of filmmaking, but half the time I go off on my own little tangents about like shame in my last video, or I just upload short films, or I just do this and talk about YouTube for a whole video. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know. So, to be able to monetize your channel, for those of you that don't know, you need to fit 4 requirements. First, no active community guideline strikes. Second, you need 2-step verification. That's real easy. Third, you need 1,000 subscribers. And fourth, you need 4,000 hours of watch time in the past year. The first 3 of those, I've got easy. I have 2-step verification turned on. Nice. I've got no active community guideline strikes because I don't break the rules because I'm a big nerd. 3. What was number 3? Third, I have almost 2,000 subscribers at time of recording, probably over 2,000 subscribers at time of release. So, subscribers, nice, all good, cushy. My problem is watch time because I never upload videos. So, just for context, I have about 2,000 hours worth of watch time in the last year. This comes from a couple of my short films, as well as some of the videos that I made about filmmaking. My video about Zodiac was particularly popular, as was my one about 60-second filmmaking. These things still provide a little trickle of views. So I only need to get about 2,000 hours more, which honestly, probably pretty difficult, but plan. I said I had a plan. So let's think about this in terms of SMART goals. You love a good SMART goal? I don't know if you've heard of SMART goals. They're absolute classic of getting shit done. So for those of you who haven't heard of SMART goals, they're goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, for which you are responsible, and time bounded. So you might be thinking, that was very camp, Matthew. And you would be right. So you might be thinking a reasonable SMART goal is to reach 4,000 hours watch time within the next 6 months. That seems achievable. People do that. It's specific. It's measurable. If I say 6 months, then it's time bounded. However, the question is, am I responsible for it? And honestly, I think the answer is kind of no. Like, you, person watching this, is more responsible for my watch time on this channel than I am. Like, unless I watch my videos a whole bunch, which obviously I don't, because I've seen them a bajillion times, because I filmed them and I also edited them. Unless I did that, I'm not responsible for the amount of watch time that I have. I just ain't. So let's turn this into 3 goals that I am responsible for. Firstly, actually uploading videos every week from the beginning of January until my 27th birthday. Oh, I'm going to be 27. That's pretty achievable. I think I can manage that. I managed to do a video every week for a whole year back in 2019. If I don't manage it, whoops. But there are some pitfalls to look out for with this. Back in 2020, I went on a good like run of making videos for a while. Built up a big stockpile, started releasing them in 2021, and I just burnt out doing that. And I think it was because I was looking at specific people like Mike Shake, who did some cool stuff with like learning skills, which I really liked and made good videos out of it. So I was like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to learn new skills and blah, 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 and develop this format for the videos that, I'll be honest, I just got a bit bored with. I thought that what I would do is take a break, come back to it when I was feeling more up to it. Should have just shaken everything up and changed the kind of videos that I was making. Like, that would have been better for me. That I would have been more likely to continue making videos if I had just decided to do something different. So I will look out for that. I will look out for all the things that I need to do to keep my motivation up to make the videos. And I think keeping the motivation up to make the videos is of peak importance. Part of keeping that motivation up is doing a little dance. Part of keeping that motivation up is going to be making sure that I'm making videos that I'm proud of. That is smart goal number 2. Now, it might not sound like a smart goal to some of you because I know that I'm proud of this video doesn't seem too specific or measurable. But honestly, I think it is. Like, I think looking into myself and being like, yeah, I'm proud of that video that I made. Like, I'm not cringing at this. Nice. I think that is specific and measurable enough. So that is what I'm going to be aiming for with every single video. Finally, I'm gonna have to be a little bit clickbaity. So I'm going to, for every video, make 3 thumbnails and just see what works. I'm gonna aim for like a click-through rate of 6% or higher because that's where I'm at on the videos that have done really well in the past. But I'm just going to have to experiment with thumbnails to see what makes people click through, because that's one of the most important things for growing a YouTube channel. Unfortunately, I like just making good shit that I'm proud of. It's really interesting. The video that I made about like shame and where I've been and embarrassment and all that stuff, that was really well liked. Like, it got really positive comments. It got loads of likes. Like to dislike ratio was banging. But like, how do I make a thumbnail for that? How do I make a title for that? So no one's really watched it. It's got like less than 200 views, but it's something that I am incredibly proud of. And all the people who were commenting on it, like, really, it resonated with them. So I'm gonna keep on making videos that I really resonate with, that I'm really proud of. Maybe some like that one, ideally, but I need to work out a way of making it accessible for people who are just like clicking around on the internet. This isn't one of my smart goals, it's just relevant to this. That video also had like loads of fall off in the first 15 seconds because it's kind of a weird, slow start to a video. I think I need to work on that. But also that's a thing that's pretty easy to work on without having to sacrifice the rest of the video, like the actual value that the video provides. Those were all my points. I went a bit off script. I went way off script with those last few points. But hey, I'm doing this for fun because it's a thing that I want to do. So I might as well go off script if the inspiration strikes me. I also want to make sure that this channel has like a purpose, like a thing that I'm trying to do with this channel. And I don't know exactly what that is yet. More than willing to hear people's suggestions in the comments. But I'm thinking something along the lines of improving filmmakers' quality of storytelling and quality of life. Um, but I don't know if that's right. I think what I really want to do is make a channel that's for someone like me. Someone like me when I was 18 years old and I didn't really know how to do any of this. Like this being YouTube, this being filmmaking, this being life. So many advice and self help channels are geared towards people who've already worked a lot of shit out. Um, and I don't know, like getting people to the point where those channels are useful is is a whole nother thing. But I don't know if I don't think I want this to be a self-help channel, but I'm obviously going to dip into some of that sometimes. Um, I just want this to be a channel for for people like me as a teenager. So filmmakers who don't really know what they're doing with life and um, got some shit to learn. So, if you would be interested, ooh, I'm such a silhouette. This is like something from the film that I shot last week. So if any of the things that I've talking about seem interesting to you, feel free to hit subscribe, ring the little bell thing, because I'm not a proper YouTuber if I don't tell you to ring the bell. If you want to see some of my short film work, I will leave a playlist up here. If you want to see my most recent video, I will leave a link here. I am terrible at saying goodbye, so instead I will just say hasta luego. Is that decent Spanish? I certainly hope so. If you're new here, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome back. That. Try again, Matthew.